Alright, Shalom, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and Shalom to the many AHPARYam who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakop coming at you with another lesson. And today, I'm gonna go into basically how we are truly living in the end times, okay? And how do we know that? All right, because of what the scriptures tell us was going to happen, okay? One of the things was that wickedness would increase. Let me actually get that real quick. Slakia, bear with me. Slakia, a moment. But basically, I want to talk about how a lot of stuff that's going down a lot of stuff that's going down, it's because of prophecy. All right, right there. Slakia. So if we go to Matthew chapter 24 and look at what Yahawashi was saying are the signs of the end times. All right? Matthew chapter 24, verse 4, and Yahawashi answered and said, verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Okay, so the disciples are asking, what's going to be the sign of the end? What's going to be the sign of when you come to deliver your people out of captivity? All right. Now, well, there are a lot more, but I'm going to get to the point right now, right quick. So down into verse 11, down to verse 10, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, and the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, so iniquity shall abound. Okay, let's get the definition of the word iniquity. All right. Iniquity, immoral or grossly unfair behavior. All right. So that's the type of that perfectly suits what I was about to talk about. All right, because the thing is, just today I was watching your brother's lesson. All right, and he did a lesson on how some jakes were like beefing with their ops, and then they took the guy's the jake's kid, the jake's son. Like, I don't know how old it was, but it was a kid, and he just ran off with him and dumped him in a trash. Okay, that's just straight up wickedness. When you have a problem with a certain someone, you don't go to their family. Okay, you go to that person, but it's simply because, all right, Slakia, it's simply because they have that they're just straight up evil, and the wickedness in the world has been growing rapidly. Okay, in these within these last days. All right. And the thing about that is, that reminded me of how people. Okay, so like, a little context is I believe through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI that Eminem is a Jake, but I do also believe that he will probably not be saved. Okay, so just to make a long story short, a lot of times when Eminem starts issues or whatever with literally anyone, okay, I think like most of his arguments or fights, beefs, whatever, the other person is always making mention of his daughters, okay? And that's the thing that I've always hated, because even when I was a kid, all right, I would have people that would hate me, and when they would hate me, they would come at me and say stuff about my family, or they would come in order to get at me, they would get to the people that I love, okay? And that is that weak mindset. Instead of being a man, okay, and facing said man when you have a problem with them, you trying to go to the weaker vessel, just like the serpent did, okay? Is that not wickedness? All right, like that's as plain as day, proving and showing that these people are literally following after that wicked doctrine. All right, just as a serpent, okay, which it wasn't a literal serpent. All right, if you can receive it, just as the serpent went to Eve and not Adam, because he knew that if he had gone to Adam, Adam would have been saying like, "Get the fuck out of my face, bro!" Like he would have dismissed it. All right, because Adam, it's a lot. It is more. What's the word? It's more appropriate for a man to stick to his guns. Okay, but, and there's a huge but in that, it's because this generation has became a lot more effeminate, okay, with these alphabet gangs and transformers, okay. Because of that, you have all these people that's basically rubbed off on people, and now they're taking following after these effeminate traits, okay. So yeah, like we can clearly see how the wickedness will abound, all right. And in addition to that, I also want to bring out, because again, the thing is, before I go into this precept, I really want to let it be known that you can see if you need to actually take the time to pay attention, okay? Like, pay attention to and study, all right? It's so important. It's so integral to study. I believe there's a precept on that, if I can find it. Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Okay, so you want to be blessed, all right? And how do you be blessed? You go in and you seek the words of the Most High Yahweh, okay? Because as it says in Amos, I believe in 8 and 11, or 9 and 11, I might as well get that too. Amos chapter 8, verse 11, behold, the days come, saith the Most High Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay, so very soon, you're not going to be able to hear, the prophecies and the words of Yahweh. Okay, all the prophets are not going to be out and about anymore, because, the time for this, as the scriptures say, there's a time and season for all things. Okay, just as there's a time to laugh, time to hate, time to love, time to kill, time to, heal, time for everything, okay? But there's also this time right now to learn the word of Yahawadah SHAMAIWAN, okay? And if you're gonna slack off and not actually take this time to study, which by the way, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. I may have been coming out here trying to be consistent, but I haven't been, as consistent studying. I just got back into studying. I got back into reading the scriptures again, okay, every day. So call along your back and I highly recommend that to all you brothers and sisters that are in this truth, okay, waiting for the time, okay. Search, as the scriptures say, search the scriptures daily, okay. It's not a one-time thing, or I'm ready for this, or I just did this, okay. But I've done my studying for the week, okay. If you have time, make time. Take away some of your free time from, whatever pastimes you may do, and to use that time for the Lord, for the Lord's word. All right. So, yeah. It's like coming back here, Acts chapter 19, verse 6. And when Paul had laid his hands upon them, the Holy Ghost came on them, and they spake with tongues and prophesied. And all the men were about 12, and he went into the synagogue and spake boldly for the space of 3 months, disputing and persuading the things concerning the kingdom of Yahweh. But when diverse were hardened and believed not, but spake evil of that way before the multitude, he departed from them and separated the disciples, disputing daily in the school of one Tyrannus. Okay, so basically, see over here, Paul, he went to go preach the gospel, but when the people when the people would not receive him, okay, he just said, okay, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to waste my time on you, all right? I'm not going to waste my time on you, okay? I have better things to do, and if you can't get it, then, then we're done, all right? It's not, this word is not for everyone. It's only for the elect, all right? So, and that's the spirit. That's how the Lord set things up to be, okay? And the beauty of it is, say for example, like a person that just walked by, okay? If they if they had felt compelled to stop, then that means that the Lord was dealing with them. That means that the Lord called them to be able to hear. But if they just walk by, as in other instances when I have done lessons, they people do just walk by and whatnot. But they did. The person just right now, I just saw them right there for a second, and then they left. But that's the thing. It's just a matter of the Lord will pick and choose who He will pick and choose. He is picking. It's not us. It's not us deciding. Oh, I want to be part of the Lord's work. Okay, that's not how it is. The Lord is picks and chooses. It's like that one term, the chosen. We are the chosen ones. The chosen ones. All right. So that's when the Lord is actually dealing with us. All right. Now, let me go over here. Matthew chapter 10, verse 4. Matthew chapter 10, verse 14. And whosoever shall not receive nor hear your words when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Okay? So once again, it all goes back down to, if someone can't get it, all right, then the Lord's not dealing with it. Okay? It's plain and simple, all right. And again, there's more people honking, going to show that this gospel has been, extending and reaching to the four corners of the earth. Okay, everyone knows, all right. But verse 15, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Okay, like very clear, very plain and simple. Okay, like the people that chose to ignore, the people that cannot get it. All right, people that want to stay in their wickedness, go and follow after their own lusts. All right, what they have to do. What is waiting for them is nothing but death and destruction. Okay, and the Lord is a Lord of balance. He loves and He hates. All right. Now, I want to get into this as well, if I have time. Jeremiah chapter 22. This is going back a bit to how our people are acting. As I made mention before that some, Jake, who had an op, he went and snatched up his op's kid and tossed him in the dumpster. He didn't kill him, but even if he did kill him, that would have been judgment. Judgment for the father as well as judgment for the kid. All right. But Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Okay, so these wicked people are so accustomed to just being wicked, to doing evil. Like, oh, what's the next wicked thing that I can do? How can I one up my and whatnot? That's just straight wickedness. That's plain evil. And the crazy thing is, people don't even care about being called evil anymore. Like it's like a compliment to them. All right? And with that, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 14, I've seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. So this world should be vexing us. All right? We should just be straight up disgusted, fed up, annoyed at how the world is. All right? This is not living. This is not freedom. All right? Like, this is not how, I want to spend the rest of my days. Especially me. And I pray that the rest of you can truly say that too. Like, you don't want to spend the rest of your days in Babylon, in this increasingly wicked world. All right? Like, everyone just wants to normalize being evil, normalize doing and saying wickedness, okay, and normalize being stupid, okay. And that's a big thing for me, honestly. All right, I really just don't have patience for stupidity. All right, like that type of stuff, honestly, it truly angers me, because when you're trying to explain, you're trying to correct someone, okay? And you think that you put it in the simplest way possible for anyone to get it, even a kid to be able to get it. These people still cannot get it, okay? And I'll be the first to say, I I probably don't have enough patience, but I don't have patience in general for people who are just straight up wicked, all right? And when I'm talking to people, I'm trying to explain and saying, okay, this is why you're wrong, okay? They have a million different excuses to justify their action rather than seeking self-betterment, okay? Seeking self-improvement, wanting to be better, okay? They just know, accept me the way I am, and that no if, ands, or but. It's everyone else's fault. It's everyone else's problem, okay? When, it's the same way that we have to correct ourselves in order to be accepted by the Most High Yahawadah, YAHAWASHI, okay? We should be doing that with other people, okay? Except when someone's trying to help you out and tell you that you're doing something wrong, okay? It's literally that simple, right? You're not always right, okay? But let every man be convinced in his own mind, all right? So if you truly don't get it, if you truly can't get it, then, that's fine. That's fine, that's you, all right? That just means that the Lord is not dealing with you, which is why, when you're trying to explain this gospel to someone, if they can't get it, then just stop. You're done. You did your part. You warned them, okay? You wash your hands, take the dust off your feet. You did your part, all right? But with that, I hope this was edifying. I really just wanted to, honestly vent as well as make a lesson out of it. Because in actuality, this hatred, this anger that I have, it's genuinely from the Most High Yahawadah YAHAWASHI. Okay, because we're not supposed to be happy in this world. We're not supposed to be enjoying ourselves. Let me get that as a matter of fact before I close off. Okay, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 from the top. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay, so what we're supposed to be doing, we're supposed to be waiting when being a part of this truth, being a soldier of Yahawadah YAHAWASHI, we're supposed to be saying, okay, what is expected of us is that we have to fight, okay, spiritually, not physically. Spiritually, we're supposed to be prepared to push through and fight off these evil spirits that plague us. All right, don't be weak, don't be soft-hearted. Okay, be mentally fortify your mind. Okay, steel yourself. Okay, and with that, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash, the honors of the elders and apostles of the great millstone. And with that, I want to say Shalom.